My Vidhivadda Namaskar to one and all. So my topic is something which is very apt to the present condition. That is, in the name of modernization, what we have lost. All of us know that two important physiological parameters are necessity for a healthy life. One is nidra, other is khuda, that is hunger. For this, our Devi Mahatma says that in the name of Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra Rupena Sanstita Namastashe, 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 Namo Namaha. So three, nourishment, emaciation, strength, weakness, virility, sterility, knowledge, ignorance, life, and death. All these occur depending on the proper or improper sleep. Well, slowly as we go ahead, let's understand what is good health. The pillars of good health. Health in Sanskrit is known as swasthya. Swasthya means swamesthita. The meaning of swasthya is a person who loves to reside within one's own self without looking for anything outside. That's very interesting. If you are comfortable, you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you will try to get some comfort from outside. So the pillars of swasthya, how will you stay inside your own self, is nutrition, if you have proper nutrition. If you know what's all exercise about, and the third pillar is sleep. So these are the tripod of health. Like tripod of life is lungs, brain, and heart. So also the tripod of health is nutrition, exercise, and sleep. Sleep is as important as nutrition and exercise. So let's take up Mahatma Gandhi, who fasted and he lived. So nutrition, if you don't eat for 21 days, you will live, you won't have any problem. But it is recorded by Randy Gardner that the record for not sleeping is 11 days. You cannot go beyond it. Body has its default mechanism. If you go beyond it, even if your eyelids are open and we put the eyelids open, we make the eyelids open, you will fall asleep. So body is made in that way that more than food, you need sleep. Well, this is a very scientific thing, but I love it because sleep, like you know, maintenance of blood sugar is a function of pancreas. Sleep is of the brain, by the brain, and for the brain. So your brain, whether your brain is functioning or your mental health is proper or not, we know by sleep. So if your sleep is erroneous and you are not having a good sleep, or whatever you have sleep related problem, that definitely manifests in your brain, not on your directly on your brain, as a result of which all of us know, though sleep is a function of brain, the whole body is the beneficiary. If you have a proper brain, most of your functions will be proper. So in short, I would say the king of all your health is sleep, and the brain function, which is in fact, we know the functioning of the brain by sleep assessment. So what happens when you sleep? Exactly why sleep is important. As I was telling you, like in our Devi Mahatma, sleep is described as Devi. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra Rupena Sanstita Namastashe, 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 Namo Nama. Why is it so? It's because it does miracles. Sleep does miracles to you and does magic inside your body. What it does, we will start here. It maintains better mental health and physical health. Memories are consolidated and stored. So your learning, your childhood learning is basically, that is why our children, our infants sleep for 18 hours. And the best thing is that those 18 hours are schooling for an infant to go into the stage of going out of to the world, to face the world. It is in the sleep, it is schooled. 18 hours is not wasting time, it's getting schooled to face this universe. So memories are consolidated and stored, necessary for learning. Your ability to concentrate and pay attention is restored. So if you concentrate, like we say, anything on which we concentrate, we have it. Anywhere you perform your dhyana, dharana will happen, at least you will take it up. So your concentration is very important to learn, to perform, to remember, and in fact, in short, success depends on sleep. Success in every field, whether in your brahmacharya, it was learning, in grihastha, in managing your home, vanaprastha, the leaving of your house is also very important. Leaving your mundane work is also very important. Taking decision to leave is also a very great work. And that's also related to your sleep quality. And muscle repair and recover, that's very important because all of us are being spent by life like a candle. All of us are spent by life. So we have to recover to face it. And it happens in sleep. And all of us know that blood sugar, and there are so many metabolism, thyroid functions, your blood sugar level, they are always changing because of the environmental stress. And throughout the day, though we are on stress, it is during that period of kind and nice and beautiful sleep that all our bodily functions are regulated. So, if you don't sleep, what can happen to you? What can happen to you if you don't sleep? And what are the dangerous side effects of not getting enough sleep? You can see here, it affects your memory and brain. You will not remember your forefather's name. If you remember, we do Shraddha. In Shraddha, 7 generations are to be remembered. Do we remember? That shows we don't have memory. We don't remember the birthday of our near and dear ones, or maybe some great good times we have spent with our people. We don't remember. What we remember is that only the pain we remember, the pleasure we forget, as a result of which the sweetness in our life and mind changes. And it has bad effect on the heart health. If you don't sleep, your heart will not be regulated properly, as a result of which it will be in a panicky state throughout. And it leads to weight gain. Many a times, many people ask me, the commonest cause of obesity, the commonest cause of obesity is sleep deprivation, bad sleep, and when you lose your sleep efficiency. It damages your skin. The luster of your skin is related to sleep. And you know the Sleeping Beauty story, that's very, very, in fairy tales, we have learned that sleep can give you a beautiful luster. And if you are not properly sleeping, your depression, manasika avasada, it is all because of sleep problem. It raises the risk of diabetes, you know it already, and your immunity, as we are all facing pandemic of corona and so many viral infections are all around. All of us know that we are in fact thrown to the Pandora box of infection in this world, in this surrounding, and we fight unknowingly, knowingly. So many things are around us, we don't know. One of them is corona, of course, but still it is the sleep which boosts your immunity. And your longevity is dependent on sleep, because sleep regulates your chromosomes also. So we cannot dare to say that I don't need sleep, though you can say there were certain people like Lakshmana who never slept for 14 years. And we have characters like, a person who is to sleep all the day and all the night. So there are deviations, but for common people, we have to sleep, and sleep can be assessed. Scientifically, the sleep medicine, which started, though sleep is very important, it was known. Sleep medicine became a very important field in allopathic science and medical science very recently. By 1875 to 1967, they took a long journey to assess sleep, and it is done by polysomnography. Sleep can be assessed. That is known as sleep test or polysomnography. It is an overnight test. It is available everywhere. And most important is that it costs 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. And the report looks like this, where the sleep is divided into few stages. Just to give you, there are two types of sleep. One is non-REM sleep and one is REM sleep. Non-REM sleep is a restorative sleep, and REM sleep is related to your memory consolidation. Then what are the 4 questions you should ask whether you rested or not? Your rest or sleep. So you have REST questionnaire. You ask yourself when you get up, did I have a restorative sleep? Am I feeling fresh? Do I get excessive daytime sleepiness? Do I feel tired or fatigued? Do I snore in the night? What is my total sleep time? How much have I slept? These are the 4 questions you should ask yourself, and I'll tell you these answers as you go ahead. So how much should you sleep and how much time at different age group it changes? All of us know sleep pattern changes with aging. As you see, a small child, newborn, it sleeps for 11, 13 hours to 18 to 19 hours, basically 14 to 17 hours. An infant, 12 to 15 hours. Toddlers, 11 to 14 hours. But are they sleeping? Are we giving the environment to sleep? Are our children safe? Are they doing the schooling in the lap of Mother's Nature by the form of sleep? Question. Do we have a conducive environment for sleep in our home? What is the noise level? What is the lux or light? How much light do we use? How much commotion? How much we go out very often? We change our child's pattern. Do we have an environment where our children can be schooled naturally by sleep? No. I'm very worried about this preschool children who, in the name of going to preschool, they don't get their 10 to 13 or 14 hours of sleep. They need sleep more than education, more than anything, and an atmosphere in the house where parents are calm enough to create calmness in their children, and grandparents to see that this happens. So as we go ahead, school age 9 to 11 hours, teens 8 to 10 hours, it's doubtful whether our teens are sleeping for 8 to 10 hours. Think about the gadgets. Think about the amount of light they take through their eyes. It's not possible to create sleep. Like, you cannot be hungry after eating food. You cannot create sleep after taking so much of light in the evening, particularly after sunset. Then as we go in older age, it's about 7 to 8 hours. So the modern science says sleeping less than 6.5 hours, more than 9 hours, is associated with 1.7 times greater mortality. So death and morbidity also, complications can be by sleeping less or sleeping more. So here from Gita we can take up, which says in the 6th chapter, O Arjuna, Krishna says, O Arjuna, yoga. What is yoga? Conscious evolution. When you consciously evolve from yesterday to today, when you become, as you go into the journey of perfection, it says that who can go into the journey of perfection with time? Oh, Arjuna, yoga is not for one who eats too much or not at all, nor is it for one who sleeps or keeps awake in excess. So well-written books, but hardly we use it and see the effect in our life. Well, now we have started cheating on sleep. Like, we have infidelity. Now we have infidelity towards our own physiological functions. So with time, in 1942, a common average person used to sleep for 7.9 hours. By 2013, it is seen that our sleep time has decreased. Total sleep time has decreased. So we have to pay the price for cheating on sleep. We have to pay. So now you know the most important, what is Nidra, types of Nidra and stages of Nidra, how it can be assessed, importance of Nidra. Now to the second part, Anidra. How to deal with insomnia, that was my topic, which Lucy Madam gave me. And commonly it is like this: I'm an insomniac, my mind works the night shift. When your mind doesn't know to stop in at night. When your mind doesn't know how to stop in night, it shows that you do not know how to put a full stop, or in our language, Purna Cheda, in a sentences. Your sentences only have commas and it continues and continues and continues without knowing where to put a full stop and to make short, sweet sentences in our mind. So going ahead, what is insomnia? What is Nidrahinata? Insomnia is a condition that occurs when a person is unable to get long enough of refreshing enough sleep at night, an inability to fall asleep, an inability to stay asleep or wake too early before having gotten enough sleep, all form of insomnia. So whether if you cannot sleep, that's induction insomnia. If you cannot maintain sleep continuously, that is your maintenance insomnia. And if you get up early and you are not able to sleep till the end of your normal sleep cycle, that is also known as terminal insomnia, or you get up early. So where you are, ask yourself whether you have insomnia. These are your questionnaire. Read it and you can know whether you are having insomnia or not. First question: difficulty in falling asleep? Please rate yourself so that we can do this assessment. Please rate yourself. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, I will take this assessment. Lucy Madam, please see that we take an assessment. How many of us are going through insomnia? We have insomnia. So only 4 questions. Do you have difficulty falling asleep? And what is, rate yourself. And even if you sleep, you can enter into sleep. Can you sleep and maintain sleep for a certain time? Or you get up in between, go to your washroom, take a rasagulla from your refrigerator, then come back to sleep, and yes, you don't feel sleepy. Continue sleep, because sleep is like a head cleaner. You cannot do it put off and put on, but you have to do it continuously. Difficulty staying asleep? Then problem waking up too early in the morning. Even if you sleep and maintain it, you are a short sleeper, you get up very early in the morning, say 3:30. How satisfied, dissatisfied are you with your current sleep pattern? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please rate yourself.
Please, I would request everyone, as ma'am said, apan mane etako sabu rating deki rakhantu so that we can discuss with ma'am later on.
We will discuss it now. Please,
okay.
After rating it, total it.
Okay.
Add it. After rating it, add it. If your score is between 0 to 7, you are having perfect sleep. You don't have insomnia at all. 0 to 7. 8 to 14, a little insomnia. Well, we can handle it. And 15 to 21, mild to moderate. And 22 to 28, severe insomnia. Check yourself, sirs and madam. Vajashta Lukumanuku Anurodha Karuchi, that let them check whether they are suffering or not. If they are suffering, no problem, it can be solved. So am I done with this? All of you have your scores? You have diagnosed yourself? Let me go ahead. So what are the stages of insomnia, as I have told you? You want to sleep by 9 o'clock, but you wait for 1.5 hours to sleep. Normally, you should be able to sleep by 15 to 30 minutes. You must have enough sleep pressure. Like you have time to eat. If you're hungry enough, you take less time. If you have sleep pressure, your body is ready for sleep. It sleeps by within 15 to 30 minutes. If it prolongs, then that's onset insomnia. You get up, you don't have a proper 6 to 7 hours. You get up in the middle, and it's very difficult for you to go back. It's a middle insomnia. And if you get up at 4:50, 4:30, and you're not refreshed, unlike Brahma Muhurta, because it is Brahma Muhurta is only possible if you have a refreshing sleep. You sleep by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, then you get up by 4:30, 7 hours sleep, then it is Brahma Muhurta. A person who is not sleeping throughout the night and gets up at 4:30, says Brahma Muhurta, goes for yoga, not possible. So what are the types of these, that was the stages of insomnia. What are the types of insomnia? You have acute. Suppose suddenly you had a problem at your home, and and you can change it. It can be treated very nicely. And chronic, if you have such type of problem more than 3 times a week for more than 1 month, it is chronic insomnia. You can have sleeplessness once in a while. That's fine. And minimum 3 times a week, we can manage for 1 month. By 1 month, it should go. But if it is recurring after 1 month, for a long time, more than 3 times a week, you're not able to sleep, not able to maintain, then we can take it as a chronic insomnia. So what are the symptoms? Like, what do you feel? If many a times we do not know what we feel like when we have insomnia for a long time, or we have insomnia. What will happen if you have insomnia? You must think. First is the first most important symptom you have of insomnia is fatigue. It's a hopeless condition. You want to do, you want to do, you cannot do, and you can't do. It's a hopeless condition. Suppose you want to call someone to your home, but you don't feel like calling anyone. You don't like socializing. You don't like being lively. You have lost the essence of life. That's fatigue. You cannot concentrate. Like in one work, you cannot concentrate. You cannot complete your work. If you have lot of uncompleted work, then think that the cause could be sleep problem. We complete our work, and that gives us a happiness. When we don't complete our work, that gives us an anxiety. So the anxiousness and your happiness depends on your poor concentration. Then impaired performance, many a times, as all of us know, your Chernobyl reactors. Why Chernobyl reactors? Even our freedom at midnight, our freedom is great because it happened in night. And we have so many problems because it happened in night and still struggling. Impaired performance, taking decision at night. Malaise, always there will be a pain throughout your body. Your mood disorders. You do not know what to speak to whom and how much to punish and how much to praise. Many a times it happens that when you are in a institution, whether it is your home or it is your professional institution, we do not know how to assess people and to give pleasure or pain. We create a lot of confusion while assessing people, and that's a behavioral problem. You have chronic pain, headache, and a feeling of nausea or vomiting. This all is because of insomnia. So problem sleeping at least 3 nights per week, more than 3 months, can be taken as a chronic insomnia. So what could be the complication of insomnia? What can happen? Psychological problem, as I have told you, sleep is a function of brain. And mental health is very important. And so you will have psychological problem. Our children will, as they are growing and they need to concentrate and they need the brain, the perfect, and brain is taken as the lotus in our culture. So that lotus has to bloom perfectly in a conducive environment under the guidance of our parents and grandparents. So we should see that our children really bloom in our house, and the psychological blooming is possible with good sleep. And so if you don't sleep, lower performance, psychological, lower performance, that's very important. Our performance matters, our success matters, performance in all level. Slowed reaction time, suppose slowed reaction time is very interesting in the sense that you have said something now, After 10 days, you will feel bad about it and you start brooding over it. And it goes on and goes on till you have a state of depression. Then you have a risk of depression. You become anxious. These are all qualities of not bad sleep. Not that you are an anxious person, not that you are a depressed person, not that you are perfect, you are less successful. It is all because of one Devi, that is Nidra Devi, is not giving you enough blessings to you. So whenever you have this, don't call yourself a patient, call Nidra Devi. She is your doctor. Nidra is going to perform her own magic to give you the best of performance, the best of reaction time, no depression, and no anxiety. When you don't sleep, this is how your brain feels and you behave. Now, overweight and obesity, I have talked about the complication. High blood pressure, that's very important. Your blood pressure is related to it, as all of you know. Your sympathetic system, the system, we have two systems that works in flight or fright or in rest and digest. There are two systems. We have an autonomic nervous system in our body. There are two parts to it. So whenever you see a lion or you have a difficult time, one system will work, that is sympathetic system. And when you're seeing a cricket match, you're relaxed, another system will work, that is your parasympathetic system. But when you don't have sleep and you are not able to sleep, your sympathetic system, as if you have seen a lion and you're running, that is the way you are, your heart and your body works. So it creates blood pressure. And as you see, so you have a risk of heart disease, risk of diabetes, and poor immune system function. I'm worried about it. A simple sleep, which is our birthright, is eluding us. And we are entering to the realm of diseases. Why? So what is insomnia is caused by what? Why do we don't have sleep commonly? There must be a cause for why we are not able to sleep. The commonest cause is pain somewhere, physical or mental. So before going to sleep, if it is a mental pain, we can take care. And when it is a physical pain, we have to find out, suppose we are having a back pain, a muscle spasm, we have to think about it and we have to sort out by simple, different kind of exercises which has been taught to us so that we are relieved of pain. So if you have pain, it's very difficult to initiate sleep. Health conditions, whether it is asthma, your uncontrolled diabetes, your so many health conditions, your obesity, they are all related to if your health, if you're not comfortable and all your, it's not about your parameters I'm talking about, not about the blood sugar parameter, the blood pressure parameter. On the whole, you feeling good about yourself. That is health condition. How you feel about yourself when you stand in the morning, when you get up from the bed in the morning, how you feel about yourself. No one can tell you, not a lab never tells whether you are sick or you are healthy. It is you who feels how it is. Never go by your lab report. It can be 400. It can be your blood pressure can be very high, but on the once you're taking medication, how you're feeling, what's your feel good factor, that's very important for your health conditions. Then normally sleep disorder or sleep deprivation or insomnia causes memory loss, but memory loss also causes insomnia because you don't remember, you try to remember, and the best time you try to remember is during night. Because you forgot to do something, you start brooding over it throughout the night. So memory loss or dementia, maybe, I don't know, maybe, I mean, slowly losing your brain cells because of fighting against nature. Maybe you're losing your memory, there is memory loss, and memory loss can be a cause of insomnia. Then medications, you take a lot of medication, particularly your blood pressure medicines, your asthma medicines, and many mental health medicines, they cause insomnia. And lifestyle is very, very important, which I'm going to tell you, because lifestyle is what we can do, which we can take care on ourselves without much, what you call guidance from doctor, but we can take good, make a good lifestyle of ours. Like, what is a lifestyle? It's about knowing basics about on which your life is on. Like I told you, exercise, nutrition, and sleep. You should have a lifestyle which harbors these three pillars. You should have enough exercise, enough nutrition, and enough sleep. You should have I would say, a home and what you call your friend circle who will help you in maintaining these three things, not spoil it. None of your family members and your kith and kin should have the honor of spoiling your sleep. Don't give anyone a chance to spoil your nutrition, your exercise, and sleep. So, what is the treatment? Do you think we should take pills? I started my journey in sleep medicine only to fight against these pills, which was randomly always written by all doctors at the end of every prescription. Take this for this many days, Alprax for 15 days. But do we know whether they're taking for 15 days or they have continued for 10 years? Whether they started with 0.25 milligram and they have made it 5 milligram. I have found patients, those who take 6 grams a day. Who started it? Who is taking care of all this? You just enter your central nervous system and you work with all that. And what is the end result of it? The end result of it can be death. This is Heath Ledger, had insomnia and passed away from an accidental overdose of following medication. He was, everyone wants sleep, but they don't know how to play it. Sleep is the soothiest, I would say the most, the most finest music this body plays. Like you have so many musicians playing with so many instruments. This instrument plays the finest tune is sleep. So if you do not know how to play it, how much you try, it will be Besura. And this is what happened. He tried with everything. He knows everything. You know about Michael Jackson also, how they do, what they do with their life and money. Nothing happens with money. Nothing is going to give you from money. Health is never from money. By your own understanding and deep understanding of your own culture, of from where you belong, what is your genetics, how your forefathers lived, and what you are and how you are now. So now, first line of treatment of insomnia is cognitive behavioral therapy, not pills. Never try pills first. Never go to a doctor first too, because no, the doctors, very rarely doctors have time to give you knowledge. Pills are so interesting. Within 1 minute they can write and you will take it because you have money. So cognitive behavioral therapy is that where we work at the level of your thought, your behavior, and how you feel about it. It's called CBT. So what do? We try to control the stimulus, which is not allowing us to sleep. Get up at the same time every morning. Don't make it, suppose you get up at 6 o'clock, get up at 6 o'clock regularly. So that as you go ahead, sleep pressure is created by a stipulated time. Suppose you get up at 6 o'clock today and 10 o'clock tomorrow, your body doesn't know when to start the sleep pressure. So sleep pressure is formed slowly as you keep yourself awake, engaged, and stimulated, so that your brain gets its sleep at the right time when melatonin is secreted after sunset. Melatonin is a hormone which is very sensitive to light. So after sunset, which when we do our Sandhya Vandanam, when we give our diya in the family deity, that is the time when we decrease, when the light has decreased. The best thing is that the CFLs, the neons, and whatever light we are using, they are the greatest enemies of your sleep. So after sunset, decrease your light intake And if you're working in a corporate office which have its own lux, you can use a Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban is not for sunlight. Always ban the blue rays at home after evening, and you see the quality of your sleep. So get up at the same time every morning. That is 1. 2, lie down in bed only when sleepy. Go to bed when you feel sleepy. Don't just go when you're fatigued. Don't go. That is how you control your stimulus. Don't use the bed if you are not feeling sleepy. Use the bed for your intimacy, not for your computer works. And you should not have a television in your bedrooms. You should have a gadget upavasa. Your gadget should be all out from your distance, so that you do not take much light, and you have reserved your sleep. And don't take naps. If you are taking naps, maximum 20 minutes in the afternoon, not beyond it. Like you don't feel after getting, you don't feel hungry after taking food. You don't feel sleepy after sleeping in the afternoon. So then we have sleep restriction. This is my slogan, which I say, sleep less in the daytime to sleep better in the nighttime. Hope you remember this. I will not misuse the capacity to sleep. All of you know by this time what it matters to have a restorative sleep and a fresh mind in the morning. So this I have shown you. Suppose you have taken pills and you have overdosed yourself. How do you know that I have taken an overdose of sleeping pills? You will have rapid heartbeat. There will be a headache. Your drowsiness, there will be tremors. And life-threatening complications like epilepsy and respiratory distress. If you are taking sleeping pills, if you have overdosed yourself, this could be the signs of overdose. Now comes the last part of my talk, that is Sunidra. I've talked about Nidra, I've talked about Anidra, and now I'm coming to Sunidra. How do we get Sunidra? 8 practices for more restorative sleep. Let us promise ourselves, like we promise ourselves a birthday cake on our birthday, a wedding gift on the anniversary. Let us promise ourselves that every day we'll give ourselves, we will present our own self a gift called Sunidra. And that would be possible only if you have a regular sleep schedule. Create a relaxing environment. It should be dark, no red light, blue light, no lights in your bedrooms. It should be all dark, and all of you know that caterpillars make a cocoon in darkness and they come out with so much of colors. When you have a good sleep in dark environment, you'll come out with creativity. Understand your sleep patterns. Find out what you're supposed to wear and how you're wearing, what is your sleep dress, so that it should not be very tight. You should have your pattern of sleep. Exercise, but not before sleep. Don't ever exercise before sleep. You can go for I would say, a stretching, a little bit of 1 minute stretching, so that your blood circulation is all throughout your body. That would be fine. Disconnect all your gadgets, all your modern gadgets. Disconnect. If you want to connect with sleep, you have to disconnect from your gadgets. Put work aside. This is the greatest tapasya we have to do. Once we have decided to go to sleep, like the computer has to be shut down, like we store our work and we do not continue with the work, so also it should happen to us. Like we should not ruminate about the office or what has already happened, for which we need a little bit of spiritual life. I always say a spiritual life is very nice for health, because it teaches us most important thing, the difference between need and greed at all levels. And watch alcohol and caffeine intake. All of us know tea, caffeine, and alcohol, as we know, they are stimulants. They stimulate our nervous system. So once you get stimulated with this, I don't think your neurons will be kind enough for you to initiate a calmness in you. Honor your own circadian rhythm. All of us have a rhythm. We all have a rhythm. Like we all have, I always say my country, the name of my country is Bharata. The Bha means Bhava, Ra is Rasa, Ta is Tala. So we are people with Bhava, Rasa and Tala, which we are losing slowly. And we reflect by dance, music, and all our cultural creativity by so many paramparas we keep. That shows how creative we are in our food habit and our dressing habit, in cultural habit. Let's not lose it, because that gives us our rhythm. So in short, I've come to an end. Let us give each other, like I remember there was a quotation for Amul chocolate, we give chocolate to the people we love. So he giveth his beloved sleep. If you love someone, give sleep. Nothing else, nothing is necessary. So this is my college, I work. Thank you so much. Yes, madam.
Thank you.
Ma'am, as you told that in the afternoon there should not be any nap. Whether it is possible for above 70s or earlier? Above 70?
I would say is that nap is a 20 minutes. It's the 20 minutes condition.
But you will not get sleep that time, na? Within 20 minutes.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that, madam. Let us say, let us understand about it. First is that the simile which I gave you, if you eat, you are not hungry. If you sleep, you will not have sleep. Simple. If you are taking a rest for your body, it's fine. You can engage yourself in relaxation, in rest, not sleep. Rest and relaxation can be done by stretching yourself in not in your bed, but somewhere else, maybe in an armchair. Taking rest, you can take ample rest, but not sleep.
Thank you.
Madam, I have a question.
Yes.
What is the role of music during sleeping? They say it is soothing for sleep.
Music, if you are listening to music, not to TV, music disengages you from your own mind. So that is why, because now you are 70 or 80, you have seen a lot of world, you know so much. And all this so much has come into so many sentences in your mind. See, madam, this mind of ours can generate, and it does operate, but we do not know how to destroy our own thought or transform our own thought. So transformation is by spiritual work. You have to transform yourself,
to the spiritual.
transform your thoughts so that you can go to sleep.
Madam, I have a question. You have talked over, everything is okay, but as far as male persons are concerned, they land into a different trouble. As you understand, the urinary bladder gets reduced past 60, 65 years of age. So, two kidneys function round the clock. They fill up them too early and you feel urination many more times than usual. That is disturbing my sleep, number one. Number two, added to that, past 70, 75, post-rate creates a problem. And quick urination, urgent feeling, immediate you have to rush, all those things creep in. When I go outside, I can retain my urine. The moment I reach my gate of my house, I feel such an urgency. See, because the mind automatically tunes that you have come to the place where you urinate. So that creates a problem and hinders my sleep. And I
Definitely.
understand. You see, what to do? How to get rid of all this?
Yes. First of all is that if you have a prostate problem, you have to show a urologist so that that prostate problem is solved or is kept under control. And about reduction in the size of your urinary bladder, it happens to all. So we will manage our fluid intake, post-evening fluid intake in such a way, post-evening fluid intake in such a way that 3/4 of urination or 3/4 of evacuation has happened by the time we sleep. So by 5 to 6 o'clock, you finish your fluid intake. That would help you, sir. And I would suggest now that now the diapers for adults are available. Don't feel ashamed to wear a diaper. Why am I saying so? Why am I saying so, sir? Now it is diapers are available because we have an urge to, but we are not passing it through. I mean, the whole urination is not happening the moment we want to. It is coming in drops. So if you're feeling bad, see, we should not feel bad about anything because these are changes of our life. So if we can use a diaper and it will give us confidence going out, we should not forget to use a diaper once in a while, because diapers are very good for elderly people. Not even elderly, post 60, anyone having these kind of urgency. It can happen to me also at 50. I don't mind wearing a diaper, but with experience of sleep. All pulmonologists don't do sleep. And you have a sleep as a new branch is coming up. So if those who are doing sleep medicine, please consult them, not pulmonologists.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, Arpita ji. Thank you so much.
ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ରାତିରେ ଶୋଇଲା ବେଳକୁ ନିଦ ଟିକେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ହେଇଯିବ କହିକି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଗୀତ ଶୁଣିକିରି ଶୁଏ ମାନେ
ବଢିଆ 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 ବହୁତ ବଢିଆ
ସେଇଟା କରିବି ନା କରିବିନି without that
must ଆପଣ ରେଡିଓ ଶୁଣିବେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ବିବିଧ ଭାରତୀ ରେଡିଓ ସବୁଠୁ ଭଲ 100.4 FM କାରଣ ସେଥିରେ ବହୁତ ବିବିଧତା ଥାଏ ଆଉ ସେଟା ଶୁଣି ଶୁଣିକି ପୁରୁଣା ଗୀତ ନୂଆ ଗୀତ କେତେ ନ୍ୟୁଜ ସେଥିରେ ଆସେ ଆମକୁ ଆଖି ବାଟେ ଆଲୁଅ ନଗଲେ ଗଲା ଆଉ ସଂସାରରୁ ବନ୍ଦ ହବା ପାଇଁ ମ୍ୟୁଜିକ ଇଜ ଦ ବେଷ୍ଟ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ଆଉ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରାୟ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କୁହେ ବିବିଧ ଭାରତୀ ଆମର 100.4 ଶୁଣିବା ପାଇଁ FM 100.4
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
I like to take a cup of coffee after dinner, but it doesn't seem to impair my sleep. But is it desirable or undesirable?
It is undesirable, sir, because all of us know caffeine is a stimulant.
Mouse is actually very happy.
If I can explain it in a better way, we humans are very intelligent, very, very intelligent. And sir, you know the best.
Anyway, your answer suited my wife, so she was clappy. Thank you.
Ma'am, can I just ask one question last?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, it's twice or thrice in a week. When I get up early in the morning for urination, I don't get sleep. Most of the time I sleep, but twice or thrice in a week, I just don't get sleep. Then I keep awake. I switch on my TV, watch for half an hour or 1 hour, then I get sleep, then I go back to sleep, then I get up late. Sorry, instead of getting early, which I usually get up at 5:30. Once I keep awake and watch TV, then I sleep and then I get up at say 7:30 or 8. So that disturbs my routine.
Sir, where this TV enter in your life in the morning, sir?
Yeah.
When sunrise is so beautiful and it is so calm when birds are moving in a rhythm, and how do you think a TV will
Sir,
help?
Ma'am, then what do I do if I don't get sleep at 3:30 or 4? What do I do?
So it is not TV. It is only books. No TV, no light.
I cannot switch on the light. My wife is sleeping, so I cannot switch my light.
How can you switch on the TV, sir?
Exactly.
No, that I keep in mute mode.
Sir, again, sir, you are very intelligent for your wife, sir. So let me tell you. Sir,
I get up around 3:30, but then I start praying. Praying, I again get sleep. No
Sir,
problem.
Let's hear what ma'am has got to say. Ma'am, start.
suppose you get up around 3:30. You slept around what time, sir? Let me know your sleep time.
Usually I sleep at around 11.
So 11.
I have my dinner. I have my dinner around 9:30. Go to bed at 11 because I want to keep a gap of 1.5 to 2 hours time, and then get up at 5 usually. But if I get up early, then I get up late because suppose I wake up at 3:30 for urination and I don't get sleep, then again my routine day is disturbed.
I understand, sir. Now we will go one by one. First of all, do you have to sleep every day at 11 o'clock? Or it can be, it can come to around 10:30.
I'll try, but the gap will be very less because people say that after dinner you should have 2 hours gap.
So you have to finish your dinner by 8 o'clock. People
Cannot.
also say
Yeah,
that.
I come back from my office at around 8:30.
Okay.
Then, yeah.
Okay, now I understand. It's your workload which is important. But one thing I can tell you, sir, don't take a very heavy dinner.
Okay.
So you take a heavy lunch. I mean, a heavy lunch. I take a proper lunch with a good snacks and light dinner, so that you don't worry about that 1.5 hours and 2 hours. Whoever has taught you.
Right.
So if you take a light dinner, what will happen?
I
That
am,
you can,
ma'am, I am a diabetic too. Even though I can, my diabetes.
do you take insulin in the night, sir?
No. I just take one tablet in the morning before breakfast.
Then that's not a problem. That's not a problem. You
Okay.
can take a light snacks in the evening and take a light dinner in the night, and you go to sleep by 10:30. So if you want, you're getting up by 3:30. It is around say 5 hours. That's good. And if you want to, if you are sleeping 5 hours, that's very good. If you want to if you want to relax and rest after that, that would be fine. You will not get a good sleep. So to improve your sleep, you have to do so many other things than seeing TV. Television will spoil your sleep. Two things which is very important: alcohol and television. They will your mobile, television. They will spoil your sleep. They're the worst enemy of sleep.
Okay.
Dr. Arpita, one question, please. May I ask?
Please.
Can we have everyone on mute mode? Please.
Yeah, my age is around 49, 50 years. And my height is 5'2", and weight is around 59 kgs. And I have thyroid, hyperthyroidism. And
Hyper or
neuralgia.
hypo? Hyper or hypo?
Hyper. I lose weight. And I have facial neuralgia also. So initially I started with Tegretol, but I am off medicine now. And for thyroidism, I take anti-thyrox, 0.5 mg. 0.5. But my problem is recently from last 2-3 months, I do not get sleep in time. Like
So
around.
what is after taking your thyrox? So what is your T3 and T4 level?
T3, T4 keep changing, ma'am. And I have a doctor here, and I'm from Rourkela. So it's Dr. A.K. Datta from IGH. So I am under his medication. So he keeps changing my dose. So it's according to him. So now it's 0.51 times only in the morning.
When is the weight? Now your weight is stable or you're still reducing?
Yeah. What happens when my T4, T3 levels are okay, he puts me off medicine and puts me on calcium tablets or vitamin tablets, and for 2-3 months. And when it's all okay, then he puts me off medicine entirely for 3 months. And then but it is very stress related. So during Corona time, lockdown time, it happened I was so stressed that my again T3, T4 levels get disturbed, and I have to start medicine again. So this has been happening from the last 7 years.
I would just find out, is he an endocrinologist?
Doctor?
Your doctor is an endocrinologist?
I don't know, ma'am.
So please find out. I would say, please get you need an endocrinologist.
He's a thyroid specialist. This is what I know.
There's nothing called thyroid specialist. After a medicine in MD, you have to do a DM in endocrinology because they have a better say on this. Please show or come to Bhubaneswar or Cuttack and show a good endocrinologist and get your work sorted out.
So my sleep disorder is due to thyroid?
It could be due to off and on of your medicines, which now I'm thinking of, because this is not the way we treat.
Okay. Because I don't get sleep until 4. When the watch shows me 2, I will one more hour.
Madam, I can help you in one way. Once you show a proper endocrinologist, or you find out if your doctor is endocrinologist, make me talk to your doctor so that I can talk to him and I can really know what is happening to you, and both of us can decide what is the cause for which you are not able to initiate sleep, and then I can be of little help to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, doctor.
Madam, I have one question.
Yes,
Can I
madam.
speak? Good afternoon,
yes.
ma'am.
Good evening,
Yeah.
ma'am. Good evening.
Madam, how is insomnia affected by memory loss and medication?
Insomnia is what you want to know. Medication and memory loss.
We are all taking medication. We are
No,
we're taking medicine,
which
but we are not affected.
Which medication is important? That is, which medicines you are taking. All medicines do not have effect on your neurons. So it
Now-
depends on those medicines which has effect on your brain. That is important. And if sleep and memory, they go hand in hand. Because
Does
sleep
it affect our memory loss?
totally, sleep and
How?
memory. If you have good sleep, that is the mechanism I told you from the very beginning, that the function of sleep is to consolidate memory. And it helps
Okay.
in learning. So memory is a function of sleep, nothing else. So if you sleep, your memory is good.
Okay. Then only we can improve our. We
Good
can
sleep.
sleep properly.
No, it's
If
your sleep.
we can manage our memory.
If you can manage your memory, you can sleep better. If you sleep better, your memory will become good.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Arpita, can I barge in?
Please, madam.
Suno. So, Eketo, I apologize for not. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, madam. Maya, madam, the great gynecologist.
No, nothing about me. I'm sorry, Arpita, that I was not here earlier. I had some prior commitments. I'm sure your talk would have been excellent as usual. I really enjoy. या विषय पुणी केबे चर्चा करियो जेहेतु मु सुनी पार नथिली.
Lucy madam कहिबे.
Definitely करिबा ma'am, definitely करिबा.
In any case, I just ए जो अध राति रे 2टा बेल को निदाटा भांगी जिवो. बाथरूम जाई के आसीबो. तापर पण केमिति सोइबा मुंडटा तो पूरा एमिति चंचल हेइ जिवो जे कहिबार नै.
ମୁଁ ଯେତିକି ମୋର personal experience ରୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ମୋର private experience ବା professional experience ରେ, the best thing is that ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ଆମର ଗୋଟେ music system ଅଛି, ଗୋଟେ sleep music ବୋଲିକି ଗୋଟେ symphony ଅଛି. ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ଶବ୍ଦ ନାହିଁ. That's a chronologically ଗୋଟେ Buddhist way ରେ, but there are many sleep music. So you can choose one, play it, listen it, and you will slowly go into sleep.
Ma'am, can we know this जो symphony टा कहिले, where can we find this?
आपण Amazon Music को पळेबे, Amazon रे sleep music को पळेबे. सेटा आपण
the more you struggle, the less you are likely to get sleep.
Don't struggle. जेमती I always tell, menstrual cycle is all done. से pain टा हमें प्राय सहिता to face the labor pain. In nidra ta we face for chiranidra, mrityu pai हमको एटा face करिया पड़े. So you have to die, madam. You have to die.
Yes, right.
Every night you have to die, madam.
Every night is a death. Yes, I
you
agree.
You have to feel it. Na mu mari jaichi. So we have to take mane nidra, chiranidra, and enjoy that state. Mate kichi karibar nahi. Surya udaya.
Beautifully explained, ma'am. Beautifully explained. Thank you so much.
And so many of our complications of gynecology, including IUGR, hypertension, are sleep related. A lot of work is being done now. And I'm glad that the world is waking up into this fact that sleep is such an important parameter or commodity in a person's life for a person's well-being.